everyone! And 2022, we're here in the last podcast. No, last episode of the year 2022. And we're just so excited. I mean, I am excited. How about you, Edwin? Okay. That's great. For knowing what Edwin just now did, you gotta watch this video on YouTube because it's even more crazy in YouTube. Like watching a podcast, right?
Oh yeah. I was like, what are you saying? Are you
I'm not
referring to
Okay.
an old video or something of mine? I was like, what are you saying, brah? Yeah, she means she means watch the video and also listen to it on Spotify. On YouTube you can watch. Yeah, that's what she means.
YouTube.
For the
Yes.
blondies like me, watch on YouTube.
Yeah. Everybody, Edwin, his hair color. Okay, I'll not say anything. Just go check on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm such a bad salesperson. Anyways, don't show it to them already.
Okay.
Too much exposure. Okay. Right. This is so exciting. So now we're going to start with the 6th episode of Kahani.
Coach Key.
Yeah. I'm already so excited, dude.
You said that some 10 times. People already know you're excited. Shut up and
I
start.
am excited. Okay. So,
I'm excited.
yes, I'm excited. There'll be an egg here. But okay. Talking about so this one podcast is just going to be about a reflection on the year 2022 of the things that we learned, of the times that we went through, and the times that we thought that, oops, we're done, but we made it almost to the end of this year. And we're just excited about that. Kind of.
I'm more scared of 2000. What's wrong with me? I'm so sleepy. Sorry. I'm so scared about 2023. Like, there's another wave of COVID coming, and I'm like, bro,
Yeah, dude.
no, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Unable to can.
Yeah, dude.
If you're just killing everybody, kill them in one shot. Why is this torture? Part, they're killing. Part, oh. Yeah. Yes.
Funny story. 2019, one of my students, so we were just talking about random things, and he said, okay, let's get a debate topic. And the child says, genocide. I was like, what's about genocide? Of course, nobody wants it. He's like, no, I like genocide, mass killing. क्योंकि इतना population बढ़ रहा है. 2019 he's saying this, okay. And from his batch on, 2020, of course, 2020 came, and then it was COVID. So I still tell him कि तेको चाहिए था ना genocide. तेको चाहिए था. This is exactly what is happening. Mass killing. It's not funny. I'm sorry. To all the people, may God's peace be with you. Okay. Talking about 2022, Edwin, I'd like to ask you this question.
Yeah, because there's nobody else
What
here.
is the most... There are my other personalities. But okay, what is the most important lesson you've learned this year?
Whoa.
I know. Too fast, too deep.
Yeah. I learned quite a bit.
Okay.
I think the most important thing is that we are so small. Like, we're so, I wouldn't say invaluable. We're just so small in this whole universe, this huge universe. that sometimes we can feel irrelevant, and maybe we are, but there's so many things that are out of our control. Okay, so like we can't control. I don't think we can. Okay, yeah, maybe like out of 100% we control like 5%, and if you are able to control that 5%, you will be really awesome. You'll be enjoying life.
I feel like if you can like control, the least thing that you can control is yourself. I mean, that's not the least, but if you can just control yourself,
That's
then
the
other come actually.
that's the 5%. 90% you can't control. That's what I'm trying to get at. 95.
Everything outside you can't.
You can't. You're just 5%, and everything else is 95%. So everything else is just happening to you, and it's how you react, rather you learn or decide to go on with life, or what you do. But I feel like, do you think it's better to have a yes or no answer, or it depends? Like
Sometimes
is
you
it okay
just
to
have
be
say.
hot or cold or lukewarm? Because
That's something that I've learned this year. It doesn't have to be anything. You don't have to.
Oh, there's another
you
option.
don't have to
Nice.
pre-decide it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to pre-decide. Like sometimes I just want to be really cold. Sometimes I want to, just like let it out in the most fiery way possible. And sometimes it depends kind of situation. Actually, it's just the answer I think is it depends. I don't want to already, like if I decide, okay, nahi, ab se mujhe gussa aayega, या आपसे एक argument होगा, तो I'll scream. So I scream every time in this one argument I realize that dude, यहाँ मुझे नहीं बोलना था, यहाँ पे मुझे सुनना था, and I didn't have to go and justify because जरूरत नहीं था. I knew I was right, so I didn't have to justify. But because I decided that I had to argue, so I argued. And then I decide कि नहीं, अब मुझे कभी argue करना ही नहीं है. अब मुझे ना शांत रहना. अब मुझे कहीं कुछ नहीं बोलना. But then you will regret of this one situation जहाँ तुझे बोलना था, जहाँ बोलना जरूरी था, और तू वहां नहीं बोला. Then you regret that. तो इससे अच्छा keep it chill. लग रहा है कि अभी दिल से लग रहा है कि अभी बोलना है, तो बोल दो. लग रहा है कि नहीं, अभी मुझे नहीं justify करने का मन है, I don't have so much power, मत बोलो. I feel like if you pre-decide things, no, then you start faking things. You fake your response. So it's just that.
Flow में जाने का.
Yeah, it depends, like we said. Okay.
But then you never know who you are, no? Then, like, so what I'm trying to get at is like usuls, okay, your principles. So every time your principles can't be, it depends.
Well, if it's a very very ethical situation, then of course there are a few things at stake. But
see, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, not everybody has their usuls like on point. Okay, everybody's trying to get that. No one's reached their ideal state. So in that process of getting there, everybody's just stuck in it depends. So my question is, do we be hard on ourselves? I know you say you should treat yourself better, like you treat a baby or your friend, or like connect with yourself. But if you're not hard on yourself, who will?
Of course.
You're always going to be in that it depends.
Sometimes. No, sometimes you've got to be hard on yourself, and there are going to be some days wherein the world outside is so shitty and that you feel so hollow inside that you do need to fill yourself, and you do need to pamper yourself, and you do need to tell yourself that, hey, it's okay, just go slow, it's fine. इतना कोई दौड़ने का जरूरत नहीं है. पर कभी कभी हम जब बहुत स्लो हो जाते हैं ना, तो हमको खुद को बोलने का जरूरत है कि क्या कर रहा है यार, कितना सोएगा या कितना करेगा. Go work. You have to, be the person who holds the hunter for you.
यार बहुत काम है यार ये सब.
You don't have to make one rule. क्या ही जरूरत है. That's one thing that I've learned this year. कोई जरूरत नहीं है कोई लेबल का. लोग बोलते हैं कि I am this kind. What if I say I am all the kinds? मेरा कुछ एक चीज है नहीं.
हाँ, but you get lost यार. then you'll be then you're like, I know it's a good thing also, but it's also a bad thing. Like you become like water. You'll just take any shape. You'll be all over the place. It depends is a good thing, but you need to have thoda outer boundaries also. Like तेरे को पता होना चाहिए तेरे को कहाँ जाना है, क्या करना है. That's something I've decided. Like for 2023, I'm not going with resolutions. I'm going with a goal, with a plan. मेरे को ये करना है. Resolutions, I don't know. It's also like नहीं अभी resolutions ये नहीं है, ideal नहीं है. Goal है, plan है, trust the process and just go for it. इतना टेंशन नहीं लेना है, bro. Just go
That's
for it.
you keeping the boundary and you saying that if I am water, this is the shape I want to take. I want to take the shape of a circle or of a square. और तू इसमें तो कहीं पे भी जा सकता है. You can experiment this however. एक पानी होने का मतलब ये नहीं होता है कि तुम हर बार हर जगह फैल जाओ. पानी को पता है कि पता नहीं from depth of making sense, but उसको पता है कि बहुत गर्मी है तो क्या होना है, और उसको पता है बहुत ठंड है तो क्या होना है. उसको पता है, पानी को बहुत पता है. But of course, it also needs a boundary. Your goals are the boundaries. But तुम पानी हो यार. It's so crazy and amazing.
Yeah.
In that, you are experimenting kitna bhi. You have not kept step 1, step 2, I am going to only do this. There is only one way to reach the goal. No. You are exploring. You are water. You explore all the corners. I don't know. I personally like that idea of. I mean, if you call me
sense.
water, I'll be like, hey, thanks, man.
That's why I said it's a good thing also. Like it's a thin line.
It depends.
It depends. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, what is one new habit that you formed this year?
Listen more. Listen more, react less. Still learning, but yeah, that's something.
Yeah.
Yep.
Listen, react less. One habit that I asked this question, I also don't know.
The moment you ask like shit,
yeah. I'll tell you. One habit that I know many people, if they listen to this, that is, if people listen to this, they're gonna say that no, that ain't working. But I had this problem of not picking calls and not responding to messages so much. But now I think I have developed that skill. Habit a little bit more. Like I would not. Like I still have a lot of, I'm not proud of it. I am not proud of it. of not responding. It's just that it used to get very overwhelming to me. But now like I'm trying to be more mindful about the fact that there are people who are expecting a response and that they do need me. So if I'm not responding now, then maybe sometime else, but I have to reach out to them. I have to go back. So that's something that I've learned.
I feel for me, on that habit, I'm going backwards.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. First, I used to respond immediately. Now I'm like,
What did I learn about myself?
Yeah.
But I do not know a lot of things about myself.
That's a very safe answer. कुछ तो सीखा होगा और कुछ नहीं.
Okay, और कुछ that I want to say something. I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, it's not even fair. Say it.
I know how I can be when I'm drunk.
Okay.
No, just kidding. I have never been drunk.
So you drank for the first time this year. Wow. Like in your 20 years, 20, 30 years of existence. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome.
I'm going to cut this part.
Why?
You said 30 years. Dude, me and Dixon, we're not at the same age. Get it to your...
Rickson's older than you. Yeah, I know. Now you can't cut this. I want him to hear this.
Rickson. You're doing...
Yeah, what else? Okay.
It's okay, Cheta.
That's one. What else?
What else did I learn about myself? I learned a lot much more about people. I mean, through the session that I take, through the people that I've met. I just updated a lot of my values. Okay, I learned about myself, right? Yeah, that I can be patient. I always thought I was a very restless person. I still am. It's not like that. But this year that I learned that I can be patient.
You're welcome.
I was put through situations where I felt... Okay, thank you. Not you. Of course you. No, just kidding. But no. I mean, generally, dealing with so many different roles that I play, I used to like this get switched essay, and then I was told कि मैं बहुत impatient हूँ, मैं बहुत impulsive हूँ. That's something that I've always heard. But ऐसा लगा कि I have seen myself really calm. This year, I learned one thing about myself, that I can be very comfortable with myself. Like if I'm in a room all by myself, I was still so comfortable because I always identified myself as a very extrovert person. Like people around me also think that I'm very extroverted and that I need people constantly to feel normal. No. This year I realized that I was for hours all by with myself, and I felt so mentally happy, like not lonely. It was just amazing.
That's
so
something
comfortable.
That's something I'm working on. Like,
You are? Okay.
yeah, like I've always had people around.
That's
and
sorry.
yeah, like I've always had people around to do things and stuff, but now it's very hard to like get out of that loop. But I'm trying not to go out every now and then, not to be with myself, like be happy with myself. So like if nobody's around also in any situation, I can keep myself like occupied and कुछ ना कुछ तो करूँगा यार. Like काम करना तो काम करूँगा, नहीं तो मूवी देख लूँगा, बुक्स पढ़ लूँगा, अपने साथ खुद को डेट पे ले जाऊँगा, इसके यहाँ कुछ तो करूँगा. Like yeah, that's something I'm learning still, and yeah, probably will learn soon. तू बोल रही थी, sorry.
No. Happy learning about yourself. I want to do a lot much more of that in 2023. But okay.
Like, you should be able to enter this room and be the calmest person there. Like, I don't know how to explain this aura. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, bhai, koi bhi situation ho, you're not panicking, or you're not like, you just know how to like breathe in, breathe out, and like, okay, let's go for it. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I want to be that. Like,
yeah.
I'm really working on it, and I hope I get there.
You know what? Last 2-3 situations ऐसा हुआ था wherein I would normally go like
berserk.
I would shit bricks in a situation, but then I just shat peanuts. But no.
You're getting there. You'll stop shitting soon. Next it's loose motions, and then it'll just stop. Constipation हो जाएगा फिर.
Okay. C for constipation, C for calmness. But no, I was just a lot much more like I just went like, it's okay.
Our podcast title should be for this episode, C for calmness, C for constipation.
Ooh, C for what happens in 2023 also. Okay. Talking about, this is something that I really, really wanted to ask. In the lot of roles that you play every day, you might have failed, or you might have met failure a lot of times, which is a very normal thing. How did you pull yourself out of those situations? Because I know that you have pulled yourself out of many situations and that you're still working on it?
This is going to
Like, how did
be
you?
this is going to be contradictory to what I said. Not
Yeah. Okay.
So in this podcast, I spoke about being harsh on yourself, telling yourself to get up and stuff, right? So I've been doing the opposite lately. Like, it depends
Okay.
type of thing. Like, I've been like, it's okay, yaar, try to kiya itna, but make sure you do better next time. So I'm being a friend to myself, like talking to that inner baby, protecting. Not protecting now. I'm trying to be his or her friend more than ever. Like,
Wow.
yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to. So what I feel till now, I was just like this. I don't know what to say. Like shielding it from the world, but now I'm like, नहीं भाई साथ चलेंगे देखते हैं क्या होता है. So I'm there for you, you're there for me, साथ चलेंगे. So yeah, that's how I deal with like some things I can't attain on a day-to-day basis. What would you do? What would you, from a psychologist's perspective, what would you suggest?
Perspective. What would I do if I failed? I would, like you said, I would just sit with myself, talk to myself, sometimes like literally talking, sometimes just writing things down. I have this habit of writing letters to myself that, dear Anne, you've been through a lot of shit. There were so many times where you felt like, this is it. I don't think I have any more life after this left. And there's just so many dead ends, but you did not give up. And I'm so proud of you because of that. So this one problem that looks like a huge Titanic drowning down, it's not.
Wait.
Not yet. You've got this.
So you write these letters when you face a situation and you read them later on? Or do you read them?
No, that's one of the ways I just talk to myself. And I read it at that point also.
I feel like
sometimes I read it when I go low also. I do read.
That'll be awesome. Like, I think I'll also try it. Like, write and then later read it and like, wow. Sometimes you go through something and you'll be like, it's so huge. And then later, after a few days, when you look at it, I'm like, iske liye tum. Like, for example, 10th and 12th. Now you look at those exams like, yeah, what are you crying about, bro? So easy this is. Come to life. So something like that, yeah. That's actually a nice takeaway. I'm gonna do it. Sorry. Continue, bless.
Yeah. That's something that, like, if I failed in something, that's something that I do. I also try to identify, like, what are the things that I did that went wrong at my end, and what are the things that I can control and do, make it better. There might be things that I could not have done anything about, and if I keep crying over that, कि मेरा तो fate ऐसा था. Fate is not something that I can control. If I can't control it, I don't want to cry about it.
Exactly.
But if it's something that I can control, कि मेरा ये behavior better हो सकता था, I would identify that कि ये चीज इस पे काम करना. Seeing things not as a harm or a threat, but as a challenge.
The moment you realize like everything is just a learning, it just becomes better.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
everybody is just learning, and so are you. And the best or worst part about it is there's no syllabus. Like, it's not even an open book exam. It's just, hey, you're learning. Do you feel like you learn things that are absolutely necessary for your tomorrow?
Can you reframe it?
Like for example, everything is a domino effect in simple terms.
I mean, is it this way that, like, even if things screwed up, it happened for a reason, kind of thing?
Along those lines.
Yeah. Today I was thinking, today only, आई थिंक मैं ब्रश कर रही थी तब कुछ तो भी हुआ, तब टैब बंद हुआ कि क्या तो हुआ। मैं वो बहुत कैलकुलेशन में जा रही हूँ, बस मैं कह रही हूँ कि तभी मुझे लगा कि यार ये परफेक्ट टाइम पे टैब बंद हुआ पता है, कि अगर टैब बंद नहीं होता तो मैं उतना जल्दी वहां चले जाती, और वहां चले जाती तो मैं कुछ और सुन लेती, पता नहीं। आई वाज जस्ट थिंकिंग ये सब परफेक्ट है यार, ये ऐसा ही होना था। अगर गाड़ी कहीं रुक गई है, तुम्हारा पेट्रोल खत्म हो गया है, तो ये परफेक्ट है, वो वैसा ही होना था।
Hmm.
Maybe somebody, while you were dragging that vehicle, maybe somebody had to help you out. They just had to do it. Or maybe somebody just had to see कि यार I have also been through that. या somebody had to see and remind themselves कि अरे मुझे अपना पेट्रोल भरना है। क्योंकि शायद हो सकता है वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट किसी चीज में जा रहे होंगे और उनका पेट्रोल भरना बहुत जरूरी है, और उनको याद दिलाने का शायद नेचर को और कोई तरीका नहीं
So
था,
then
पता नहीं।
this that opens the door for a huge discussion. Like the discussion is ki, then is it
ओके आई गॉट इट।
is it you understood I think, but like effort डालने की ज़रूरत है क्या? Because if everything is already pre-planned and destined to happen, so if you don't work also, maybe it was supposed to be like that. I know it sounds like you're giving up, but maybe it was destined to give up, or like you were destined to just not do anything.
I just understand this one thing, that everybody has a purpose in life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So the
It's
thing
not
is,
purpose driven. There can be things, there can be, again, it's frames.
maybe
But
see,
then
for
you go and
example,
explore.
it's a very bad example, but something happened and you just stopped working. Okay, you don't want to do anything in life, and you
Yeah.
feel like maybe that's what my life is supposed to be. The purpose of my life is not doing anything, or me not doing anything can be an inspiration for somebody else, because they'll be like, ये देख ये बंदा ये हो गया तो ये कुछ नहीं कर रहा है, but that's not supposed to be me. मेरे को उठ के कुछ और करना है. So you're also being an inspiration to somebody.
तुमको ठीक लग रहा है तो you go for that.
When you're ruining your life, you're actually inspiring people.
If you feel, of course, I mean, I would not say no. Maybe for some people it is actually like that. You know, if for some people maybe it's actually like that. Are you happy though? Are you happy with
वो
what you're
तो
doing?
adjust कर लेंगे.
That's the thing. Like, if you have a purpose driven life, you feel satisfied. For me, happiness is just like looking back and being like, अच्छा किया, I'm happy. I tried and I'm happy. I read something, I'm happy. It's not
That is also
one
adjustment
day
in
when
a
I
way,
reached
no?
there.
वो भी तो adjustment ही है. वो भी तो adjustment ही है. मैंने ट्राई किया, ओके नहीं हुआ, पर मैं वहाँ पे कहाँ हूँ वहाँ ओके एडजस्ट कर लूँगा.
For me, it's also like being a step ahead from what I was yesterday. If I'm the same place, या उससे भी कम.
Maybe it was meant to be.
Some days maybe you would do lower than that, but as a person, if you don't grow, which you do, you know what? Life will not let you sit idle like that. And I'm happy for the influences who tell me go to work, earn money.
Yeah, they don't
Social
exactly say it like that, but yeah. क्या कर रहा हूँ?
Yeah, to me, I'm saying like all those pressures में अगर नहीं होता तो शायद I'll be like, I'm cool. But yeah, I don't know where we are going with this. But okay, one last question for the year 2023. Do you have any question, or do you want me to ask something?
Yeah, go for it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for giving me the platform. Call us Kahani Couch. Everybody, please give it a like. Thank you so much. If they have reached till this point after all that nonsense that we shared. Okay, my question is, what do you want to change completely next year? Like, you just know that I don't want this thing to be a part of my behavior, of my system anymore.
Emotional dependence.
Yeah.
Maybe. That's again the same lines. Like I want to be happy even when I'm alone. Like, I want to be able to do things alone. I know we need people, but when the situation arises that there's nobody around, I'm okay. That
Yeah.
something. It's not. I don't think it justifies the way you ask the question though. Completely change. It seems pretty doable. Like the way you asked that question, I feel like it should be something that I can't attain. Like, but
I mean, I'm not saying that
like,
henceforth this thing will never see the light of the next morning kind
it
of thing.
depends.
No. Thoda hoga, but that's something that we just want to work on that.
We
So
just
I
got
wanna get out.
one more t-shirt code.
It depends.
Yeah. I think we have another t-shirt tagline. It depends.
Ooh, what is it?
I already said it. It depends.
It depends. You know what? 2023 is going to see a merge from Kahani Couch.
Yeah, but before that, what is the thing that you want to change?
What do I want to change? You. Oh my god. No. You're perfect.
Control and influence come into play.
Okay, what do I want to change? I want to be more selfless and emotionally very, very, very controlling of myself, like of my emotions. That I can be happy when I want to be happy, that I can be sad when I want to be sad. But I want to be more selfless. Like I don't want to keep anything aside. Like मैं जब तक जिंदा हूं ना मुझे लगता है कि यार जितना हो सके करो. One day eventually you will not be there. You will not be able to help people. अब अभी जितना हो रहा I want to do. Like I don't want to calculate, and I feel emotionally also I have like not put out myself in so many spaces. I'm not taking the names, but I just feel like I want to be there. And I really want to take control of my emotions. Because I feel like when I do a lot, also like I give a lot to people, and then emotionally I'm very empty. So I don't want to be empty. Like they should not be hollow. This has to be full.
Makes sense.
So I want to work out ways as to how I can keep this full. And
by listening to my songs.
Moving on. Of course, everybody go listen to the King E. His raps. Do listen to it. I learned this thing today, like this year, that raps were actually cool. That they had so much influence on people.
You're welcome.
And that I could actually kind of write songs.
You're welcome again.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Ed. For that I will thank you. But okay. Any parting words to this year?
मौज करो यार. और क्या है? 2022, you've been awesome. You've been hard, you've been happy, you've been kind, you've been nice. You've been part of like everything. A little bit of everything. And I guess that's how it's supposed to be. And
it was roller coaster.
Yeah, it was.
It went to that height and it came there. And then it went super high. And then it went super low. But then we are breathing. And I think that's how a heartbeat works. If it is always you're dead. You're dead. It has to be this way. I think that's great. I like this. I like roller coaster. Oh, 2023, I want to, okay, what is something that you want to do in 2023? I'll answer first. I want to go in a roller coaster ride. Like a legit good one. I think I'm going to puke bad. and maybe the people who sit behind me are going to experience a few droplets of my vomit. But you know what? I am going to go for a roller coaster this year. What about you?
I will sit in front of you in that roller coaster, not behind you.
Good one. Good decision, my friend.
Yeah.
You know what? You sit beside me.
We will turning each other and vomiting. Okay, yeah.
Do you vomit? Do you vomit like in roller coasters? No?
No.
I think I vomit.
Haven't gone on a roller coaster. Oh.
Who?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
Not like a proper one, but I've been through those thunder storm ones. इसमें ऊपर ले जाते हो धड़ से नीचे ला देते हैं. और छोटे मोटे रोलर कोस्टर्स में I've gone तो मुझे सिर्फ थोड़ा सा चक्कर जैसा आता है, but
nausea.
But I like the whole excitement of it. Like I scream throughout. I'm like that, okay. And then once it stops, I'm like,
If you come to Bangalore, there's Wonderla. उसमें एक अच्छा roller coaster. It goes front first. It's a new one, and then it goes reverse. It's amazing.
Ooh.
Amazing, just amazing.
Lot of you coming your way.
It's too good.
But dude, you know what? I might actually consider that. But okay, on that amazing fun note. Oh, you didn't say that what you wanted to do. Like one crazy thing that you want to do this year. Coming year.
I want to hit 1 million subscribers this year. Yeah. I know it's doable.
It is indeed. Yeah. I actually hope that happens. And we're going to work on it. We're not going to just lay back and say, we hope it works.
No.
It'll work because we'll work for it.
Yep. Let's go.
Okay. On that amazing note, I'm just so excited. We completed our 6th episode. And next year, we're going to come up with a 7th episode. 7 is my lucky number. I'm just so happy that it's happening in the next year. I'm looking forward to it already. But on that fun note, you guys, we're going to say goodbye to 2022. Not to you guys, but you guys will be staying in touch. But okay, we're just really excited. And yeah, do you want to sing a song? Like a goodbye song to 2022?
अच्छा चलता हूँ दुआओं में याद रखना चिट्ठी तारों I don't know the song.
तेरा सलाम रखना के संदूकों में अच्छे काम रखना. Okay, रख ले. अंधेरा तेरा मैंने ले लिया मेरा तेरा सितारा तेरे नाम किया. Happy New Year, everyone. And we just hope you had a Merry Christmas. If not, we wish you again a Happy Christmas and a Happy New Year. A lot of love. Thank you for staying with us this year. To everybody who helped us, all our friends and family, thank you so much. Love you. Okay. Bye.